Okay, so this cast I'm probably going to save in the archive and maybe save because I'm hoping it has some good tips for Junkrat. I feel like I've got a good handle on the character through the closed beta and open beta. Um, First match is going to be defending on Hollywood. Now, first off, I think Hollywood is probably Junkrat's strongest map to defend on, I believe. It's really easy to spam this very narrow choke here, and then the other choke over here you can see as you're spamming it. I'm playing with a pre-made now, a couple of friends, and most of them I haven't played before with. I played with Merlin and I think Shoddy and one other guy, so we don't have very strong gameplay synergy. We're just kind of pub stomping around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the first minute or so of the gameplay just so you get a feel for how the match is going, and then I'm going to go back and replay and pause during some key points and kind of describe what was going through my mind and the certain thoughts I had. So, here we go. The team we're against is not a very good team. There's a couple really good players, but for the most part, they're unorganized and not very good. You can see here, I kind of wait till about 5 seconds into the match before I start spamming. And I spam at first down by that truck to kind of catch them down there. And we're up against a Reinhardt, a Diva, a Widowmaker, a McCree, I believe, and I think a Pharah. And either that or the Pharah switched out. Oh, there's the Pharah right there. You can see we're doing pretty good holding our choke there. Not getting kills, but we're holding them back. I'm going to go back at this point, very earliest part. So right here, you can see how I left some of these grates up and some of them are destroyed. That's so I can peek out and spam freely and then enjoy some cover when I need it when I reload. A lot of people will just blow up all these railings. It's good, in my opinion, to leave half and half. That way you do have some cover. I mean, you can still get sniped over it, but a little bit helps. And they do absorb shots. So right here, I'm just waiting for the team to come out, and I'm gonna spam down by the truck, and then I see a Widowmaker, and at that point I know not to go any farther right. I'm like, oh shit. Widowmaker is probably one of the strongest counters to Junkrat in a defense setting. Junkrat is somewhat stationary when he's spamming. I mean, he could jump back and forth, but pretty much his job is to hold down a specific spot and stick to that spot. So, a Widowmaker is really bad news for Junkrat. So, I know that, and I'm like, I'm going to stay as far to the left as possible, try to spam down here, and avoid the Widowmaker's ire. She takes a shot, and I know it's safe to peek, because she can't instant one hit kill me at that point. She's got a little bit of charge up time, so I kind of take a peek, see her position, and then go back to my spamming. At this point, I'm pretty sure she can't hit my head. I'm like not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get a headshot here. So I'm feeling safe. I'm probably going to get shot in the arm, but I'm okay with that because it'll charge her ult and it'll help my team charge their healing ult. So I'm kind of okay with getting a shot in the arm. A Widowmaker ult is not as useful as like a Lucio or a Zenyatta ult. So I'm just sitting in the corner, I get shot in the arm, and here we go. I'm helping my healers out a little bit by charging their ult. And this is a key tip about spamming with Junkrat. If you can, spam from corner to corner if you can. That way you cover a whole choke. So if I was standing, say where my cursor is right here, if the gun wasn't in the way, if I was standing in front of the choke, I would only be able to really effectively spam one half or the other half. If I'm going from corner to corner, I can get the whole choke and pretty much enjoy some cover too in the process. So when you can, spam choke corner to corner. So that's what I'm doing here. Corner to corner, covering the whole choke. I got a trap there. and I think it's a McCree, and you can see the Diva sees his buddy there, and puts up a defensive matrix and nullifies that trap. So that was a good play on that Diva's part. Right here, you notice I'm not using my tire for damage. I always save my tire for situational needs. This Reinhardt is about to charge. I hear him, and I got my tire ready. So throw out the tire, expecting her to charge and probably kill a teammate. I assume it's a her because the character's name, the player's name is Lady of War. So I throw out the mine, blow it in hopes to disrupt the charge. However, the Reinhardt hit the wall anyways and blew up her charge, so it doesn't really matter. But that's something I typically do with Junkrat, is hold my tires unless I'm trying to get position. And I jumped up there again, trying to see what's going on, and I see the Widowmaker there, and I kind of bug out. If that was a really good Widowmaker, I'd be dead. I'd be in the spawn room right now. So I got lucky there. I probably shouldn't have pulled that move. That was a bad move on my part. Yeah, that Widowmaker would have eaten me alive if it was a good Widowmaker. So I'm going to go back to just playing it through again, then I'll pause and go back to some more thoughts. Oh, actually, yeah, I could talk about this right here. So the Pharah shows itself, and Pharah is another really strong counter to Junkrat. I'm going to actually switch the songs here for a second. Pharah is probably, along with Widowmaker, the biggest news for Junkrat, biggest bad news for Junkrat. So I see that, and I get undercover as soon as possible. That's what I got to do, and fight. Hopefully I can spam the choke from inside this room. That's what I'm thinking. But when I peek out, the Pharah's gone. Okay. So, blow a jump. So, right here, this poor Reinhardt is doing a good job. Pushing forward, absorbing damage. Unfortunately, I'm going to say her from now on, her team is not with her. We got the Pharah over here, and I think the McCree is coming through this choke here. The Pharah is kind of in proximity and enjoying this shield, but not really. So, bad teamwork going on here. This is Reinhardt should have like a rear view mirror on the character when you're got your shield up. You should be able to see behind you, see what teammates are behind you. Because if this player knew that no one was behind them, I doubt they'd be pushing in like this. So anyways, pushes in, and then does get into a nice position here. You hold this choke, and the McCree does kind of squish through. But, I mean, McCree fell back anyways, and I don't think the one McCree is going to do much from back there. I got the Pharah being a bug again. I'm kind of staying towards my cover when I see the Pharah. I'll just let it play through a little bit more. Pause for some more spots. Alright, I'll go back a little bit. Just to the tire. So, my idea with this tire here, that Pharah is my biggest threat right now. I can't sit out in the open and spam the choke freely. I mean, if it's a good Pharah, I can kinda, because that Pharah is not really accomplishing much, but I'm afraid of the Pharah, so I'm like, I gotta kill the Pharah. So when I send my tire out, my primary target is probably the Pharah, and my secondary target is probably a healer. So going through here, I see the Pharah. I'm like, nice, I can get the Pharah with my tire. And I'm thinking the Pharah is just in range to get blown up. I blow my tire. I unfortunately don't get the Pharah, but I'm sure I injured her a little bit. Not that that would matter. Probably just charge alt. And this Diva is kind of doing what the Reinhardt's doing. Trying to make space for the team. Trying to make cover for the team to get through, but it's not working. Here's an excellent tip with Junkrat. Bam, under cars. It's also a very good tip for Hanzo. They're not. Most teams aren't going to expect, you know, little roly-polies coming through underneath a car and blowing up their feet. See, the Widowmaker took a shot at me there. It would have been just a body shot, so no big deal. And here, Reinhardt pushing in. My kind of main thing I want to do when the Reinhardt pushes it in. Up there. My main thing when the Reinhardt pushes it in is take its shield down. Junkrat's pretty good for that. And here again, you see he's got the charge, or she's got the charge, and I throw my tire out, hoping to disrupt it, but again, the player hits the wall, and it's to no avail. Probably good for them, because they would have probably blown into the corner and got taken out. I get a lucky spam shot on that Pharah. The Pharah probably shouldn't be coming through the choke like that. You know, like cowboying in like that with no Reinhardt in front. They should probably be coming over here trying to get some picks. I don't think we have a Widowmaker. We have a McCree. But if the McCree... that's at a good enough length away that the McCree's not going to like take her out immediately. So she can pretty much... She can get up here and maybe get some picks. That's probably what she should be doing. But she kind of cowboys in, eats a bomb to the face in the process, and gets Discord orbed. So at this point, I'm smelling blood. I'm like, that Pharah is close enough for me to kill. I mean, at these ranges, it doesn't matter if they're flying or not. Junkrat can kill them pretty easily. Finally do. I'll let it play out a little bit more. This next series of things is pretty interesting, so I'll just play out and then, again, rewind. Go by play by play. So now her team is kind of working with the Reinhardt, and they're getting in there pretty good at this point. Alright, so that was that hold. Go back a little ways. Go play by play again. So, the Reinhardt's got a team. I got a team now. I'm doing my job. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and my team is doing what they're supposed to be doing. And they're getting in, and they're pushing us back. We're behind the cart. We're seeking cover from, spammy shit, because we can't really do much about it. And I'm, doing my best to take that shield down. It's pretty close to falling, so throw a tire out to push them back or break the shield. At this point, I guess they got blown up there. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not, because those are hard shots. People jumping down like that, they're kind of a tough shot for me. I'm trying to... I see the McCree here, and I'm trying to, I guess, kill the McCree if I can. If not, just kind of spam this general area to kill the healer. And I see my Lucio is in the pit here, and he's in trouble. But he's safe. I guess the McCree backed up. I don't know what happened to the McCree. Where did he go? I don't even know where he went. Fucking disappeared, I guess. He's not even on the kill feed. Oh, there he is. So I guess he rolled back here. Trying to pin us in. I get a lucky couple pills on that Pharah, who is way too low. I mean, there's no reason to be this low as Pharah. You're gonna get killed. Be up here, you could be just about as effective. Maybe even up here, you could be just about as effective without being subject to, kill shots. So this McCree, I think he stunned me. I don't know what happened here. Alright, let's look at what here. So, check on my Lucio. Kill the Pharah. And I get stunned, and this is the luckiest break. I should have been dead. This McCree, I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he had the reload, or he had his cooldowns wrong. But he just stunned me, and that was it. So I am able to tire him and bomb him to oblivion. At this point I have my tire, and I know I can't use my tire now because he's got this Reinhardt in the face. What I want to do is break the Reinhardt shield, and then kill the either the Reinhardt with the tire or the other teammates. So the shield goes down, and I think the Reinhardt charges out. Oh, the Reinhardt gets taken out by a McCree. So at this point it's just clean up. I didn't end up killing that Lucio when I was spamming behind the car, which was what I was hoping to do. Have a pretty good Zenyatta on our team. We are more spam. The 2 tanks come in. They're kind of like mixing up in there, which isn't a good idea, but they get in anyways. And my idea is, I'm like, okay, those tanks can't do much back there, really, against my team. I want to cut off the team. That was my initial thought. I guess I didn't do that. I should have done that. So my thought there was like, keep the McCree out and keep whatever else out. But I guess I changed my mind. I probably should have kept on that choke and kept them out, because look at that. That's pretty bad. I should definitely have kept on to that choke. Let my teammates, trust my teammates to clean up those 2 tanks who can't really do too much alone. Hey Ant, how you doing tonight? We are in another bad spot. Alright, I'll just play this one really quick. This was a flub by me. So I see them flooding in, so I'm like, yeah, alright. Spam the corridor, kill as many as I can. I throw my tire out, expecting to blow them all up. What happens is I get stunned. I still have the tire there. The tire is still there. As I came out of stun, I should have been clicking to blow the tire like immediately. I should have blown it. It might have saved me. I only had 4 hit points, but I might have been able to kill. I probably would have killed the McCree, maybe the Lucio. But I wasn't fast enough. Who knows, maybe the lag compensation wouldn't have allowed it to happen. You can see here that the tire comes out and I get blasted in the face. Fast forward a little bit. So we're back here. This is kind of a rough spot to defend as Junkrat. It's okay if you can hold down the top here and spam down, but the problem is they have a Widowmaker and a Pharah, and they're very good at holding down this top area, especially against Junkrat. So I can't do much here, and I should have probably changed characters at this point. I should have probably gone with another character. But I'm feeling kind of ballsy, and I'm feeling like I killed that Pharah twice, but right now with air shot. So I'm like, I'll give the Pharah some more trouble. I think I can do it. So I'm staying out of line of sight from that Widow, just kind of spamming down this walkway so they can't just walk over. Also, I'm kind of pinned in here. I can't go back really because they'll get line of sight on me, and I can't go this way to drop down because they'll get line of sight, and there's a wall along here, so I can't drop down that way. So I'm kind of pinned, but they move off anyways. Play through some more. There's the Widow again, failing at his shots. I should have been dead there. This is the tank character from before, the tank player, Reinhardt player, has switched to Winston, which is a very good pick on this part of the map to further control that top area. Unfortunately, she's kind of opting to go through down here. And kind of sillily walks into a trap and gets bombed. this McCree gets an excellent shot off on me. Actually, it pissed me off. I got really mad at this shot. Look at that. Pew! Right in the fucking head. I was mad. I was like, I can't believe you got that shot off. And I can't believe I missed that, that pill. So, I'm like, I got ult. I'll kill him. That's something, it's not good to do with Junkrat, but I do is use the tire to kill people that killed me last, if I can. Kind of like a revenge thing. So I saw the McCree down there, and I'm like, I'm gonna go get you. Pharah. I don't know how I lived through that. That Pharah is not a very good Pharah. A better Pharah would have killed me, and a better Pharah wouldn't have died to that. Oh. Trying to do what I can, kind of getting some bad shots, getting some good shots. That was a bad jump. Let me go back. My idea here was to get back on top of the building, because I'm kind of outnumbered here, and I'm pretty sure I could kill the Winston, but I don't think I could deal with what's left. So I try to jump up here. I end up failing miserably, and just kind of bouncing off the part I can't jump up. And this is pretty cool. This Genji woke up. Check out this reflect. That was a dead shot right to his body, and he reflected it. It almost hit me too. So right now I'm falling back. My team's not with me. I'm kind of falling back to spam mode and falling back to just area control instead of like directly contesting people. My team's back, so I kind of get a little bit more ballsy, try to get forward a little bit more, and get some room for my team. This Genji again. You gotta check out this Genji again. So High Noon gets me. I see the High Noon, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get a pill on him before I die. And I fire a pill off. The Genji reflects it in the air. He was looking out for his teammate right there. That was pretty awesome. You see it here. That was pretty neat. I thought that was pretty cool. James Gage asks, are you going to play the game or just show us a video and keep passing it? I'm doing both. I'm showing you the game and I'm telling you my thought process for this particular match. Right here, this is a bad move on my part. I'm alone, and I'm basically just gonna die no matter what. There's nothing I can really do against 5 of them. I get lucky here on the monkey again, but I mean, I'm not gonna get much. I should have fallen back. I didn't pay attention to where my teammates were. So here, my teammates are kind of spread out. They're dying one by one alone. And it looks like I'm probably going to do the same thing. Get my ult eaten. The monkey ults into my trap, which is good for me, but not great. Monkey's probably going to die or get pushed out anyways. Can't do much. I should have stayed back. Helped stop the advance. Now my team's back together and we're not dying one by one alone. Well, Merlin's pushing up pretty far. So, I didn't really have a real good thought process here. I think what I should have done is kind of fight more from this area here. Because they don't really have line of sight. We have some communication, so my teammates could tell me if someone's, and can see if someone's going this way and around to flank my position. I think I should have fought from here, which probably would have been a little bit safer, or maybe back here a little bit more, and I could pretty much control the area directly behind the cart. I think that would have been a much better choice than fighting right in front of the cart. It's hard to hit kills at that range, and it'd be better for me if I'm just better for my team if I'm just spamming that spot. I'm gonna go for a tire. Get a Genji who's probably gonna die anyway, so that was a waste of an ult, I'd say. Paradise to a Bastion. Gotta say the monkey's doing a good job disrupting. I mean, we're not holding that choke. As soon as the monkey comes in, we're not holding the choke down anymore. We're fighting the monkey. Apparently she's getting a lot of ults for her efforts. So right there, I saw the Lucio, and to always be prime target is get the healer, especially on defense. So I see the healer, and I'm like, I really gotta kill him. I'm not saving my tire for a peel, and I'm not saving my tire for a reposition. The tire is being used for damage, which usually I don't do. A nice clean up some guys there. Jump on the cart. Right here, I'm like, yeah, we got a Bastion. We got the team wipe. And we got 3 of us up on the point. We're good. And then I turn around and I see Mercy flying in with a full res. So I'm like, oh, I'll just stand on the cart, see what I could do. Game was pretty much lost at that point. The Pharaoh was doing some work. So I think what lost us the game there was poor positioning. A lot of times the teammates were pushing up too far, dying one by one. Also, I wasn't doing a very good job on the chokes on the second point. That's what I should have been focusing on, is the chokes there. Instead of, I don't know, trying to get picks. I think that was my main problem. If I had better position, got good lines on those chokes, they would have a harder time to push forward. Check this res out. Pretty sick, even with a Bastion there. That's how they got it. Anyways, that's that one. Let's look at the next game. Alright, this is an interesting one. This is a 4v6, it turned out, competitive, or maybe it was a 5v6. I queued up with a buddy of mine and his buddy. What happened was, through some bug, he was unable to join the lobby and join the match. He's kind of stuck in like purgatory right now. So it's already a pretty tough situation. I'm going to say right off the bat, I didn't help at all win this match for my team. I'm going to say we won, but it was down to the Zarya, and I think it was someone, I forget who was with the Zarya, who won it for us. But you get to see some of my poor decisions here anyways, and some of my better decisions. So right here, the main problem is that Reinhardt is in the choke, so my job is to destroy the shield. I'm kind of not doing that. I'm doing it, but not being focused on it. I'm like, I want to get some kills too, and I'm jumping up there and getting the kill and dying. Not really accomplishing too much for my team, especially considering the situation. If I'm getting like 3 or 4 picks, that might help, but I'm not. So, first things first is get the shield down or get the Zarya out of there. And luckily this is a pretty good map to do that from on offense. If they got a Reinhardt there, just kind of pokey poke, take down the shield. Shield is pretty low at this point. There's a Mei up to some shenanigans over there. I ignore it. So you'll see what I mean by the Reinhardt shield. So I get 3 picks there. We can move in. However, the shield is still up, and we can't move in. The shield and the Zarya are still there, and they're pushing out 3 of us. I have a healer on me. and we can't get anything done in that scenario. So that was basically a waste of an ult. I should have used the ult probably on the Reinhardt himself. It was nice Hanzo arrow there. See the shield again. I'm like, okay, I'll hammer away at the shield. The area is kind of making me worried. I'm talking, telling people what my teammates having a problem with. How did that Reinhardt die? Oh, got sniped in the face. Okay. Sniper's doing my job basically right there. Area all eating us up. The revive, probably not a very good or the best revive, I would say. But it works out. Actually, let me see. I assumed it was a bad revive because, you know, it's kind of a bad thing to revive, you know, 20 feet outside of your spawn. Let's see, how many did they have up? So one goes down. Reinhardt's down, so 2 are down. So I guess it was a good revive. We were able to push off of it. Maybe the Mercy knew something I don't, or currently still don't know. Here I am again. Oh shit! Check out this poor. Look at this poor Mercy. I'll save you, Reinhardt! Squish. And sending Reinhardt off to outer space. That's why, again, why I save those tires for situations. A Mei stalling on the point. This Roadhog switch. This Roadhog gives me some trouble coming up. I'm failing my shots there. I should have killed that Hanzo. Some bad shots. These are some bad shots too on that Roadhog. Failed punch on a Mercy. So here I'm thinking, I got my ult. I'm going to go right next to the point and send my tire into their face and clean it, and we're gonna clean up. My team is in relatively good position, or they will be. I get my tire going. Hanzo, Sniper kills it. So that ruined that plan, so I'm like, alright, I'll just sit back and spam the shield some more, and then the Roadhog comes in. It's his smelly armpits in my face. Just missed the health pack. I probably would have died anyways. Got a Mercy right there. We have one person on our team like raging at this point. I was hearing in chat, voice chat, someone getting angry. And at some point they start like spamming text chat. So here I am waiting for my team. I'm like, I really can't go in alone. Gonna wait so we can find as a group. I think I hear something at this point. Hear Farah. The team's pretty close. So I'm like, okay, by the time they get to the choke, I'm gonna be in position. So about this point, my team should be at the choke. Trying to get their attention, and then like a total idiot, fall to my death. That's pretty embarrassing. Tried to save it with a tire, but it was too late. So I was trying to get a good angle on them while my team started pushing at the choke. Didn't work out at all. So I'm a little tilted at this point in this match. I'm like, kind of pissed. I'm like, what the fuck? Down one guy who can't connect, another guy who's just spamming emotes. We got a Sniper who's getting work done, I gotta say, but it's not gonna help us push probably. So here I'm like, alright, I got my tire. I can kill the Mercy. That's kind of what I want to do, is kill a Mercy so there's no res. And I end up getting a Hanzo for my efforts. And I'm telling them in text and voice chat right now, I'm like, okay, Mercy's down and a Hanzo, let's go. I think the team wasn't in good position at that point. I should have probably waited. But I was getting pressure. My position was known at that point. It's not like I could have lollygagged around there. Waited for a good time to ult. Roadhog with an insane hook. Cutting me down. I probably should have switched characters at this point. I had no ult. I wasn't getting anything done as Junkrat at this point. I was kind of failing. So I should have probably switched to something else. I don't know what would have worked. Maybe just a soldier. Getting behind them wasn't working, so I don't think like a Genji or Tracer would have worked. Their Reinhardt was pretty savvy to the positions and shield positions. I tried to disrupt for that Zarya, it failed. So now I'm like, alright, I'll just fight with the team, I guess. Try to get up here to get on that Reinhardt. Accidentally put a Roadhog in my face, which is not fun. That gets revived. So, yeah, this is kind of a no-win scenario for Junkrat at this point. Not much I could do. Roadhog is pretty good against Junkrat situationally, and this is the right situation for him. I let my Mercy die there. I felt really bad about that. I felt like I let my brother-in-arm down. I was pretty pissed at myself. I missed 2 shots that would have saved her. Let me go back and show those 2 awful shots. So she just revived me. I'm like, thank you, Mercy. I love you. Fight the Roadhog off. And then here we go. I go for the health pack. I should not have gone for the health pack. I should have killed this asshole. Here she is, like damage amping me. Like, kill this guy fast. I'm being shotgunned down, and I miss 1, 2 pills. 3 pills, actually. 2 pills. That was really bad. I should have forgone the health pack on him and just killed him. And I get hooked again. So this was pretty clever of this Roadhog. I gotta show this off. So he's behind a box and he's crouched. I mean, he's not like completely invisible back there because he's a giant pudgy Roadhog, but his character, let's say, silhouette is broken up enough that it's not going to be immediately recognizable to my eye, which is what happens. I don't see him, and he just pops out and snags me and rips me a new one. So that was a pretty cool Roadhog move right there. Plus he's safe from like this bullshit spam I can throw from that angle too, behind that box. So neat semi-forward position for him right there. I'm just trying to break Reinhardt's shield. Be a pest. And my teammates actually end up killing everybody for me. Songs. So the Pharah, which was a pretty good pick, came in, killed everybody, along with the Zarya, and then we won. So that's an example of some bad Junkrat play, I gotta say. Pretty bad Junkrat play on my part, and some things I should have done instead. One's this. Oh, this is a King's Landing on attack, where I kind of do a flanky approach. My idea with this match is to just be a kind of a flanker. That's something I've been messing with, which works pretty good. Junkrat as a flanker on attack, but not against really good teams. It's kind of like great against bad teams, not too good against like really good teams. There's too much that can shut Junkrat down pretty hard from that angle, I guess. So, but we get to see it. We get to see some of my thought process here. Right now, I'm currently not doing that. Kind of fighting from the choke, trying to give some cover, utilize the Reinhardt shield. The Tracer is going to be a problem. We don't have much to deal with her. If I remember right. I don't remember this match. Alright, I'm trying to disrupt that charge. Something Junkrat is excellent for. Not like Reinhardt's charge a lot, but blowing a tire, getting killed by a Mercy. So I think it's at this point I start thinking about flanking. Kind of fighting with the team before. I think I start trying to get some flanky routes. Totally failing at helping out my Genji down there. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get up over here, use the trees as cover. So, as you can see here, these trees, they break up line of sight. So, as Junkrat, if you're up here, you can spam down onto the point, and people on the point, from this position really, really safely, because they can't see you, and you have one hallway here, and another hallway here, that you can spam down. I mean, Junkrat excels at hallways like this. This Tracer doing its best, but can't really get in against Junkrat. Here I see a sniper. Opt not to go for the sniper. I think I tried to kill the Mercy and I failed. And I, instantly forget about the sniper. But I'm trying to use the trees here. Spam down on the point. I end up getting killed because I totally ignored the sniper. I think I try again. I forget. I got the point anyways. Reinhardt going ham there. Get work done. Oh, that kill just missed. So anyways, I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure we got the point, so what I want to do is I want to cut them off, and this is another good Junkrat spot right here on attack, is you're all the way back here, and because of the height and the line of sight, you can spam down this corridor and basically cut people completely off and allow your team to push through the zigzag that comes up this way. It's pretty safe, unless they have a sniper, which they do, but you can still break line of sight most times against the sniper and still spam down this corridor here. So that's my idea right now. Is I'm going to try to cut them off, allow my team to push up as solidly as possible. So as you can see, I'm kind of like spamming back and forth, bouncing them down the choke as much as possible. I'm not just doing a line of them. Trying to like cover area, pretty much. And I get my ult and get a little greedy, kill the Mercy and tech support. So my team's pushing pretty good at this point. That choke is free, uncontested, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna get it. So I start trying to disrupt at the choke there, but being a little bit safe about it. I think I go back again. No. So, again, trying to flank with Junkrat. Get above, disrupt, push them back, deny area. Seems to be working okay. A widow in my face for some reason. I was not able to kill. This Widowmaker should have killed me. This is pretty fun. So this is all an accident, but it's pretty cool. Tire bounce up, punch her in the cooter, and then she falls on the trap and dies. Do it again. Let's, in real time without me blabbing over it. That felt really good. It's completely an accident, but it felt good. Oh. This is another good spot for Junkrat. If he's not contested, is up here. Right here, you can help your team get around this corner really easy. This corner can be tough sometimes to get around because it's just a tough corner. So if you can get up here, you got line of sight around the corner, and you can help push back for your team. It only works if you're not really being contested. There's a lock that can break this for you. A Pharah will shut this down. Genjis can shut this down. Winston's definitely will shut this down. But luckily for me, we don't have anything going on like that. So I'm going to try to fight from here and get our team around the corner by fighting up here. I fail a trap. That trap should have gone down on the ground, but whatever. So they're getting pushed back pretty good. Mercy is damage amping me, which is pretty good to do for a Junkrat. Fire was a little bit questionable. Probably have held off. I should have probably been fighting back at the choke a little bit more, but see, they were able to get up and on the cart because I was a little bit too far forward. If I was right here, that would be much less likely to happen. But it was only two of them and they died instantly, so whatever. Failed to jump there. If I went to the other side there, that's also a nice Junkrat spot. Much more exposed, but if you're on like the final push and you got enough teammates, it could be helpful. They're probably not going to focus you. Missing some pills bad. Those I should have connected with. And some more pills, really badly. Oh, I remember. This, I think it was this match, had a pretty funny play of the game for Tracer. I think Kota was a Junkrat as well. I think I got another tire gonna go out. The Diva is out though, and gonna probably start shutting me down. Diva's in the face, Junkrat can't really deal with. I mean, you can tire peel away from the Diva, but you lose your position, so it's not ideal. And if you don't tire peel away, you're probably just going to die. So this Diva is a pretty good pick against the two Junkrats happening, I would say. I am in the choke there, trying to push them back. Keep working, getting some decent damage in. I mean, I got another ult up again. Tracer continuing to be a problem. Luckily, we have a Genji in position there to help us. If that Genji wasn't there, that would have been some pretty bad news. And trying to get up here. Get us around that goddamn corner. Reinhardt going ham. I'm gonna drop. And some pills. That Tracer has been a pretty good problem this last part of the match. Don't really have a consistent answer for her. Missing some shots on that May. Missing a tire on the May. That May should have died. She killed the our Reinhardt, which is really bad. I should have killed that May. If I did, that Reinhardt would be up and we'd still be pushing, but we're not. Reinhardt's back, so we can kind of start pushing again, and I could start spamming the corners. I guess putting a tire out. This tire is probably... I should have probably waited on this tire. So this is something I gotta work on as Junkrat. So there's a lot of times where putting out a tire is much worse than just fighting, because it's a long time. You're a long time taken out of the fight because it's channeled. You can see that's like 2 seconds on top of whatever this timer will say. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 seconds I'm taken out of the fight just to kill a May. That's really bad. What you should be doing is, if you're going to tire, is tire much closer to the fight if it's safe. I mean, look at what I could have been doing here. I could have been right here spamming the choke, or I could have been up here again trying to get our team around the corner again. But I got greedy, threw a tire out, and killed a May. So I don't like that decision on my part there. I should have been up there with them. Although, it looks like our team got around the corner anyways. Maybe it gave some like psychological disruption, you know? You hear a tire coming, you look around. Maybe that helped in that way. I don't know. I still think it was a bad decision. I should have gone forward. Kept up with what I was doing. So the Tracer giving us all of our problems. See, oop. Almost fell to her death there. She recalled, and it looked like it worked out anyways, the recall. Oh, I'm in a big pile of bad guys. I'll bomb them. Next one. I think the next one is, yes, another King of the Hill. So this is a King of the Hill match on offense that I don't think I do any flanking. I think this one I'm mostly focusing on breaking shields. I think that's kind of my job right here. You can see right off the bat, I'm not forward. I'm just behind the Reinhardt shield, breaking shields and getting damage boosted. I don't get my tire out fast enough there. And I can't really get at the Reinhardt there, so I can't really help the Reinhardt. If I go over here, the McCree's gonna gobble me up, fill me full of holes. So I'm like, alright, I'm not going in. I'm gonna try to take out the turret. I think they end up bouncing over the turret. I got the turret. I'm at 18 health. Break the shield some more. Oops, I get a rocket blast to the face for my troubles. I got picked. Notice the ping for this match is, you might not be able to see it in the stream, but it's 161 milliseconds. A pretty bad ping. Right there is an example of the ping problem. Junkrat, for some reason, I don't think they changed this. Junkrat, when you throw out the tire in high ping scenarios, it doesn't work right. Like, I threw out this tire probably like quite a bit before it came out. So I was expecting to throw it out and blast it, but because of the weird ping thing that was happening, I threw it out later than I thought and ended up blowing myself like straight up instead of forward. I think I wanted to get up here. So yeah, ping seems to affect the tire for some reason. So I'm having trouble. I got a high noon here. Having trouble getting angles on that Reinhardt shield. That turret is a big problem. I can't kind of be in the open and hit that shield down. right now my teammates are saying, we need the shield down, we need the shield down. I'm going like, yeah, I know, I'm trying, I'm having some trouble. Kind of a questionable revive there. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can remove some resistance. No. Mine gets taken out immediately. So I'm spamming the shield while I can, because the turret was shooting at someone else. Then I went back to the trying to kill the turret. It was dead anyways. But I got a decent angle on the shield here. Once the shield's down, we're gonna be okay to move in, I think. That's kind of my thought process here. Shield is down, I'm kind of telling them the shield's down. Got a little bit of moving in. Well behind him, kind of playing flanky. McCree walks straight through my my trap. This is pretty funny looking. So traps take a little while to activate. It should have been activated and he should have been like trapped in it though, but he like walks right through it because of the ping scenario going on. And then he gets trapped on the way back. So you can see what it looks like on his end. Looks like I basically threw it on his heels. And I switched to Zarya because this is Junkrat just isn't working. I'm not able to get the shield down. I'm getting tested pretty hard. There's nothing much I could do. Since this isn't a Zarya video, I won't play too much more of the Zarya. Just showing how like Zarya was kind of a fit that worked a little bit better in the situation. Is I'm able to cover teammates, get a little bit more consistent damage down, and protection from this McCree. Zarya is pretty good at, not good against McCree, I should say, has tools that help against McCree. As opposed to Junkrat. I mean, McCree's probably just going to kill Junkrat outright. Zarya at least has some tools to deal with it. And we end up pushing pretty well all the way to the end, and then we won. That was that match. Whoop-de-doo. Now for an interesting match. I think I just picked that one just to show a more focused Junkrat style, which is trying to get shields, kill the Reinhardt shield. Alright, this is a much more successful Junkrat run. So, on this point on the Paul, Junkrat is quite good, especially on the opening of the map, because you could spam at an angle from way back here, and it goes all the way down the steps on the other side where the other team is going to be. So you can, on top of, you can help your team get to the point better because they're taking fire and like suppression well before they're expecting it and well before even getting to the point to contest it. So you, by doing this, you can get your team on the point easier. Like, usually what I do is I pop 2 here and then I pop 2 here. Let's see what I do here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So I do 3 and 2, whatever. And I connected with some of them, and it resulted in them not coming up, if you notice. So we're on the point, we're here, we're ready to rock. And they're kind of waiting on the Reinhardt shield. They're kind of like, oh, we got to sit behind Reinhardt because these pills are coming at us. It slows them down a little bit. And because of that, we got the nice position. They're fighting in a choke. We have this nice half circle to fight from. Stop them. And it works out pretty good. They kind of dribble in, but we're able to pretty much shut them down. They're not pushing in too hard either. And their Reinhardt is not getting a lot of support. But in my opinion, that's what got us to that first point right there. Was this initial volley of spam right here. This is what got it, because they had to use the shield, which slowed them down. Then they fought from the choke because they had to use the shield. And then they just got mopped up anyways. They didn't have a Lucio either, so they couldn't really speed boost up there, so... And we did. That was probably part of it as well. Probably a bigger part, who knows. Failing some pills on the May begins to work out. So, previously, I stated how it's good to spam from corner to corner in a choke, which is like, so if I'm standing over here, my pipes are going from like this corner to this corner, so like this. This choke, you can't really do that because there's like a big, I think it's like a hippo or something, there's a big hippo statue there. So you can't spam corner to corner too well on this map. You can, but it's not as good. You gotta get yourself way out of position to do it. So instead I end up opting to spam one side here, and then trying to catch the people dribbling out on the other side of the choke. And it seems to work out pretty successfully for the most part of the match. Genji, not getting much done. Mostly because of the Reinhardt there. So here we go, try to spam that side and then catch the people dribbling out on the other side when I see them. I think I got a spam kill there anyways. D.Va trying to charge her ultimate, doing a good job of it too. I think at this point on, the match is pretty much a shutout. This is, for those of you who don't know about this combo, it's a really nice combo for Junkrat. Very simple. Is you hit him with a pill, and then you throw a tire at him. And I think it does 250 damage, I think. So it's going to kill anything that's not a tank. Like 235, I think. I forget. It kills pretty much everything. Maybe not a Reaper? I don't know. So, for the most part, I'm not using my tires to fight. I'm just kind of using them for peels and using them to like disrupt. But here I decided to use it for the combo to kill this ulting Genji because I'm gonna die if I don't. Just ulting to ult at this point, kind of for the lulz. Being a dick. Gotta be a dick. D.Va going in all by herself. Getting the overtime though. Ooh, this is kind of neat. So, this McCree is ulting, and check out the timing. Check my health right now, it's 107 of 200. And he's like landing the hammer right now, just as our Lucio is landing his ult. So he's firing right now, like literally a millisecond before the Lucio landing an ult. So excellent job on our Lucio's part right there. That stopped that ult right in its tracks. He probably would have got 3 people in that. So that's some pretty good timing on that Lucio. What else is next? Oh, this is just going to be really quick. This is a bad scenario for Junkrat. So the composition right now, I'm on defense, is 2 Winstons and a Mercy healing basically both Winstons. So this is halfway into the match, but pretty much what was happening the whole match was I was getting jumped on, and we have a sniper too. Actually, I think we had 2 snipers who were getting jumped on too. Trying to peel myself away from this monkey. get behind some teammates, but it's not going to work. Yeah, we have Maddox, who's actually a pretty good sniper. Switched to Reaper because he was getting jumped on too. But see if I could show the team comp. Maybe I'd never pull it up. But it's a really bad team comp for Junkrat. 2 monkeys with support for the monkeys. Real bad. So I switched to Zarya, and it worked out pretty good. We ended up stalling them right there as soon as I switched to Zarya, and then Mad Ox switched to Reaper, and that pretty much shut it down. That's all there is to that one. Oh, Dorado on attack. I think this was just the match right after it, too. So I'm going to be flanky Junkrat. I don't have much faith in my team. I have faith in Maddox, but I don't have much faith in the rest of the guys, really, in pushing it. So I take the flanky route, and I take a peek right here. I take a peek. This little peek can tell you a lot while walking up here. If you see a lot of guys down here, like you see like a Reinhardt and a McCree, or whatever, some conglomeration of assholes, you're probably going to be fairly safe going up this spot here, so you can expend a tire to get up there faster. So what I do is I take that peek to know if I want to spend a tire. So go along, take a peek. I see nobody. Nobody's there. I'm like, oh shit, they're all up. So I don't want to spend a tire. I don't want to throw a tire here to jump up the stairs because I'm probably going to need the tire to fight. So I'm like, okay, play it safe, push up. And I think I'm crouch walking at this point because I don't want to give away my position. I end up getting the Zenyatta. A little sloppy. I got them all chasing me at this point. So that's kind of an example of a tire. Instead of for damage, using it to reposition. So the D.Va sees me, comes right at me, and then I got a D.Va and Hanzo on me. Hanzo's pretty bad news for Junkrat. Junkrat's low health. That Hanzo's real close. He probably has scatter shot off cooldown. All he has to do to kill me is hold his bow down for like not even a quarter of a second and shoot at my feet. So he could probably kill me faster than I can kill him. I want to get away from him. So I do that. And I take some damage from the D.Va, so I want to get to the health pack. Spam down here. I'm kind of like fishing for the health pack with my feet. Like, where the fuck's the health pack? And I end up looking down at one point trying to find it. I got sniped anyways. And you can see the Hanzo was shooting at the health pack very smartly. Almost like that's like a Quake play right there. Like the power-ups there, the health or armor's there. Deny it. Don't shoot at the guys. Shoot at where they want to go. And he's doing that right now. He's shooting at the health pack and not me. And he ends up getting me because I'm trying to get to the health pack. Nice play. Here I'm just kind of fighting with the team, trying to put some DPS down there. Oop, failed pretty bad on killing that soldier. So right now I think we're pushing with the sniper and me and a Mercy, and then whatever's up top there. Not a very strong composition to push the cart with. Kill the Hanzo. And so I saw that Reaper go up there, and I'm like, I want to cut that Reaper off because I don't want him dropping down on our heads and killing us. That's undoubtedly what he was going to do. He was going to come up here. Oops. Come down. Yes, it did. Nope, wrong one. Apologies. Load up the wrong file. Are we We are, yes, about here. So that Reaper, I was afraid was going to drop down on us. I should have known that we had a teammate up there, but I didn't have much faith in the teammate up there, and I kind of wanted to give the teammate as much help as I could. So here we are spamming. I think I tried to get my ult off, kill the Hanzo. Might have been better to kill the turrets in that room, but I don't know. So I see the Reaper, and he's going up there. I just missed my pill shot, so I'm like, he can't get on top of us. Come up here, and we got another sniper and a Kree. We kind of shut that down, which is good. More spam. A little bit more aggressive with my spam. Missing some pills, hitting some pills. Oh, that was interesting. So, something good with Junkrat doing is popping people up with the mine and then hitting them in the air, because it's pretty easy shot to hit people in the air when you get used to it, because they're traveling at a predictable path. So if you get good at prediction, you can get pretty good at hitting them. So I popped the the soldier up somewhat unexpectedly, and I'm like, oh, I can get a air shot off, or attempt an air shot. So I do, and I shoot over here. What happens is the soldier hits the wall and gets stuck, and actually the wall stops the pipe from hitting her, the pill from hitting her. If there wasn't a wall there, they would have been dead, I guess is what I'm saying. I'm more showing it to show how to fight with Junkrat with the tire, I guess. Right there, that revive was not a questionable revive, but whatever, I got revived. So, a Reaper in the face, what do? Almost always tire away. You're probably not going to kill the Reaper. The Reaper's there, I'm just going to peel away. Get Hanzo'd in the face there. Actually in the shins, I should say. Hanzo. I got an unfortunate throw on that tire. The tire fell behind the doorway. I wanted it on the doorway. I think it would have helped me out much better in the doorway. It's a nice shot on my head, though. So I think at this point I'm like, I kind of don't want to push with the cart. I think I need to get behind them to disrupt them. Guys, send an ult in. Get some work done, but there's none of my teammates are near the cart, so it's kind of pointless. And then I get caught out in the middle of nowhere with Hanzo. Once again, Hanzo's a bad matchup for Junkrat in most scenarios. Show you what I was thinking when I saw him. First was, oh crap, let's kill him. I fire, I'm missing, so I know I'm missing at this point. So what I do is I shoot at the ground instead. I try to bounce them in the general area. Hope he gets like hit by the, the lingering bullshit that's there, because I'm not having confidence in killing him at that point. I figure if I could bounce one around near him, it'll go off. The teammate can help out. Because if you fire directly at them, they're probably not going to be in the correct area if they miss, if you know what I mean. They'll fly way behind and pretty much out of play. So, right here, I'm like, oh my god, that is a lot of bastards. A lot of assholes. I don't want to fight this directly in the open out here. Definitely not with the Hanzo. I can't fight right here. I need to find somewhere else to fight. And I decide on this choke back there. What I should have done, though, as a flanker... Hold on, let me go back. As I'm flanking, I should have probably fought within this area here. I think there's like a mini health pack in there, which is useful. I don't really know why I went for this side. It was a questionable decision on my part to cross all this open area, up these stairs, and then try to fight within here. I think I should have fought within this room in here. I probably would have been more successful, I think. So, but anyways, I kind of land in the middle here. Luckily, they're not looking back here, especially after hearing a loud Junkrat tire explode with me screaming as I go over the wall. I mean, they should have been looking back here, but they didn't. So, you know, I kill a mech, trap the stairs, kind of like pick a hallway to fight from cover in here. And I get lucky on a trap. Pick up 2, and then the Mercy res. I want to get out of there right there. So, play that through again without pausing. So, the Mercy res was what got me to bug out. I was pretty sure that the Mercy got those other 2 guys down in the corner. The Reaper and I'm not sure what it was. Maybe it was the pilot form Diva. I think that's what it was that I killed. So the res, I'm pretty sure it got this Symmetra right in my face, who's probably gonna burn my face off immediately, and then the other 2 guys just down the hall. And I'm flanked at this point. I got the Mercy here, and I got this guy here, and then the other 2 on the other side. So I'm gonna use my tire to peel out. I could have probably done it without the tire, but I used the tire to get some damage down. And I try to fight from the hallway instead. They're all gone at this point anyways. And right here, I actually misjudged how much health I had. I had 9 health, and I basically just walked into a Mercy shot to the head that killed me. I think, I'm trying to think back what... This match was a very long time ago, so I'm not really sure what I was thinking. I think what happened was... I wasn't really aware how much damage I took from the Hanzo. So... Hanzo comes out and I think he just shoots me. Some scattered bullshit. Gets me down to 9, and I think it didn't really register to me that I took damage. I think I still thought I had about half damage. That coupled with going into an ult kind of broke up my constant thought process there. So I wasn't aware how low the health was on me. I just get kind of killed ridiculously by Mercy. That Mercy was a pretty good shot. Here, I'm just trying desperately to get to the point. We have a Mercy fighting at a point-blank range, getting burned down by a Symmetra. That was really... I think the 2 snipers is kind of what did it for us. We ended up losing. So, I think that's all my clips I could show right now. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm not like an amazing Junkrat, but I feel like I put enough hours in that I can give some general advice and give some ideas that can help someone that might be having trouble. I had quite a bit of trouble with him for a while, and then after a little bit things clicked. One of the main things that clicked was not using his tire to fight, using his tire for utility. While I'm blabbing, I'll play the first one. I don't think people tuned in now saw the first one. Yeah, so I used the tire for utility for peels, for disrupting ultimates, disrupting abilities. Just generally getting out of trouble. I don't use it to fight, except for if it's kind of like certain death for me. So, like an ulting Genji, ulting Genji's in my face, so I want to hit him with the pill and then hit him with the tire. Or a McCree, a McCree's on me. You want to kind of combo him. So that was one of the main things. The other main things for me was pretty much map awareness. Maps are very important for Junkrat to utilize. Like right here, I'm utilizing the choke, utilizing the corner-to-corner spamming, which makes him pretty strong on this map. Other maps, they don't have that feature, so you can't spam corner-to-corner and completely shut off a choke. Oh yeah, that's about it. I think I'm gonna do another one of these on, I'll do it on Zarya. Zarya is another interesting character that's more complicated and tougher to use than they seem on the surface, I believe. It might be interesting to give some thoughts on Zarya. I gotta see if I have enough Zarya gameplay to do that, though. So yeah, if you guys want to see more, I'll probably do some more in a few more days. Sub up, I'll see you then. Until then, enjoy the downtime. Play the other less cool games that are out there. I'll see you when the beta comes back. When the game releases.